Hi learners, welcome to Engineering Clinic. So in this session we are going to see LED programming in Contiki NG for Z1 modes. So Z1 means Z1 Zolatia modes. So how we are going to do is, so we'll be writing a first we have to create a folder inside the Contiki folder. So we have to create a step 1 is step 1 create a folder in Contiki NG examples. So this is the first exercise. So what I do is I'll just go here, and here it is Contiki, here it is examples. So inside this I'll create a folder called as new folder LED programming. I create a name called as LED programming. So I just created a folder here. Then step 2 is in the hello world I have a make file. So just copy the make file for time being. So copy the make file and paste it in the LED programming. So step 2 is copy the make file from the hello world folder to LED programming. So this is a folder, we have to paste it, copy the make. Okay, after it is done we have to create a source file now. Step 3, create a source file, name called as my led.c. So this file I am going to create now. Okay, so I create a new file called as led.c inside the examples folder, inside the LED programming. Here I will write led.c. So this is the name of the file, led.c. Yeah, my led.c. Anyway, fine, I will use led.c. So this is the folder file I am creating. Now inside this only I am going to write the source code. Okay, now you can see led.c is created, and in this file I am going to write the source code. So as we know that first thing we have to do is contiki.header file. So that we have to do. Then hash include stdio.header file. So this we have to use it. So next thing is hash include device slash leds.header file. Since I am going to use leds.header file, I will use this. And one more folder I am going to include is device slash button sensor dot button hyphen sensor dot h. So these files I need to open it, include it. So now what I do is first I will go through this leds.h and button sensor.h file. So open it. So in this you go to Contiki, operating system, devices. So you have button sensor is there and leds.h, both file you open it. So once you open it, so this is the leds.header file. So you can see the list of functions in LED is we have LEDs red, LEDs green, LEDs underscore blue, LEDs underscore yellow, LEDs underscore orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LEDs are there. But according to your hardware, that is according to your mode LEDs, we have to program the LEDs. In some mode the LED could be blue color, but blue may not work, so we have to use LEDs yellow here. And still more in all means all the LEDs are included. So 111 means 7 is 111, that means that all LEDs underscore all. And you can see initialize, we can use the initialization, LED blink we can do, architecture set we can do. Then in the still more legacy API we have LEDs underscore LED1, LED2, LED3, LED4, LED5, and we have LEDs in it, then LED single on, LED single off, then single toggle, then LEDs on and LEDs off. These are the functions, and LEDs toggle and LED set. So these are the functions available in the leds.header file. So we are going to use some of these functions there. In button sensor I am going to use a button. So button sensor we have only one sensor called as button sensor 2. I am going to use this sensor button underscore sensor. See the name here, external constant structure sensors underscore sensor button sensor. If you want to know what is the inclusion, so you have to go and check it here in the sensors.h. We will go and see sensors.h. Yeah, here we have. So in the sensors.h you can see sensors underscore activate, sensors underscore deactivate. What is the name of the sensor? So those things we can use. hardware initialization, sensors active, sensors ready, sensors deactivate, sensors underscore sensor, what is the name of the sensor. So like this we have all these functions are described here. So we'll be using the activate sensor here and button sensor from the button sensor file. Okay, now we'll come back to our file. Now in this case, so we are going to create a process now. In the process we call it as LED underscore process. Okay, so comma, name of the thing is LED process. So we'll use LED process here. Okay, so next thing is auto start underscore processes. Then we can use ampersand LED underscore process. So this we'll use auto start here. Next thing is process underscore thread. The process underscore thread we have LED underscore process underscore EV event underscore data. So inside that we have these two functions called as process underscore begin, then process underscore end. So between this we have to write the entire proto thread. Okay, so now in this case first I am going to activate the sensors. First time being I will activate the sensors. Sensors underscore activate. So I need to activate the button sensor. I'll tell you why I am using the button sensor. So this I am activating it. Okay, so then what I do is while true. So that means that using super loop architecture, while true I am going to have a print statement, printf press the button sensor, press the button of the sensor. So I am going to use the button sensor. Okay, I will get the message there in the console. Okay, so I will be using it. Now what I do is after I press it, the LEDs has to trigger. So process wait event until, so there's a function here in the process variables, event equal to sensors underscore event and data equal to button sensor. So we have to use ampersand here, ampersand button sensor. So now we can understand this logic here. So process wait event until, that means that it is wait, the process is waiting for an event until the user presses the button, the sensors will be toggling it. So that's what I am going to do. Now LEDs underscore toggle. So there is a function was we have seen it. So you can see that LEDs underscore green we will use it. So I am going to use the Z1 sensor for this. So LEDs toggle, LEDs underscore green I will just use it. Okay. So now I want to print that particular value. So after this while loop, this loop, then printf the sensor the sensor value is we can use unsigned integer. So unsigned integer, then you say something comma LEDs underscore get. So that means the value of the sensor will be vector. This I will be doing it. So now you can understand this code. So we have header files, we have this LEDs header file. So what is the action now is whenever I press the button, the LEDs green LED will be toggling it. So that's what I have just done it. Here when the event pressed is sensors event and the data is coming from button sensor. So that's why I am using the sensors event and the button sensors. Okay, so now we will go and check it. So for this to run, open the make file in the same folder, make file. So the name of the file is not hello world, it is LED. As the name says that I use LED here. So led.c, so I will be using LED here. Okay, so now there are two methods to compile it. So one method is terminal mode. So let me go to the terminal mode, cd contiki, cd examples, then LED programming. So I have this. Okay, now I can use make target equal to native, I can put it. So native means it will be on the native mode. So you need not, you can skip this step also, you need not do this step. But anyway, I'll just tell you that why we need this step. Okay. So now LEDs underscore toggle, there is something wrong here. There is some semicolon is missing. Let me check it here. Yeah, now there is a semicolon missing. Yeah. Now target equal to native, so it is saying that it is failing. There is something failing here. When I type Z1, yes, now Z1 is built. So native means it is for the desktop machine, so it may not be activating. So now LED Z1 is now ./LED Z1 will not run because it is executable format error. So what we have to do is we have to go to the GUI. So in the GUI, CD tools, CD Kuja and run. So once you run it, you will get the GUI gets opened. I'll just show you that. So in the GUI, open file, new simulation. I can use LED programming. The name is LED programming. Create. Here add the modes. Create a new mode. Add Z1 mode. In the Z1 mode, browse. Go to LED programming. LED.c compile. So already since we have compiled, it is done it. So in case if you want to compile again, you press clean and then compile it again, so that the entire object file should be deleted and will be compiling freshly again. So once the compilation is done, create the number of sensors. Let me say 3 sensors. Add modes. So we have added 3 modes here. So just drag and make it close to each other. Okay. Now view enable LEDs here. See that there is a enable LEDs option. Enable it. So now you can see that besides the sensor, the LEDs are enabled. So in this sensor, there are 3 LEDs, red, green and blue. Okay. So in case if you want to open separately, right click over any sensor, show LEDs on Z1. So that means that it will be showing LED separately, and also you can see the button also. So there's a button also here. So open this button. Okay. Now so keeping aside it, button we will have it. So this is for node number 1, Z1 1. Similarly, again you right click, open LEDs. Okay, so now what you do is just drag it here. This button you just drag it here. Okay, so now I will start the simulation. So once I start the simulation, you can see that the green is you can see now whenever I click the button, so as long as the button is being clicked, the LEDs will not glow. Only when I click it, it toggle. Now see that click button. See, when I click it, it toggles. Again I click it, it toggles. Again I click it, it toggles. But see that in the LED here, see, as per the device hardware, it is in blue color, but here we are seeing in the green color. So this is because the program what we have done is showing a green LED, but actual Z1 have some other sensor. Okay, so that's why whenever I click it, this is the button event happening. So now you see the press the button of the sensor. Now that's what here is happening. So press the button. So I'm just pressing it. Similarly, I can press for the other sensors as well. Okay, so this is what the value has been printed here. So thank you very much. But I think what I do is see, this value is not printed, so Control X, I put it here and print it here. So before the process end, inside the while loop, I will print the sensor value. So what is the sensor value also? I need to print it. So again I come back. So instead of doing the same process again, simply click the reload button. So you can click the reload button. So when it is reloaded, the program will be compiled again as per the change in the software. Now again, can see now, click button. So once I click it, the green color. Now see the sensor value is 64. When I again click it, it is off. The sensor value is 0 because all the sensors are off. Again when I click it, it is 64. Again when I click it, it is 0. So that's how the way it is being clicked. So now what I do is I come back to the program here. Instead of LED is green, now let me go with LED is red. I use the code red. Now let's see what is the value coming up here. Again I will go for reloading it. Now once I reload here, now after I reload, click the button here. Now see that LED red is glowing, but here the sensor value is 16. See that it is 16. So 16 means what is the value? 1 0 0 0 0, 5 zeros, 1 after 5 zeros. So first LED is on. Okay. So 64 means besides 1 there will be 5 zeros. That is what 64. 32 means 1 after 1 there will be 4 zeros. So that's how the way the value of the LED's value have been printed. Okay. So this is a simple program on LED, how to program the LEDs and the button sensors. Okay. So thank you for listening, and after you done it, click close simulation remove, and that's done. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.